What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Kandid Konvos. I'm your host, Quay Price. We got Chloe on deck. Say what's up to the people, Chloe.
Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Man, we go with that Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Yo, I got some color. Look at me. I got a tan. What? A tan and a D. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
Bruh.
I tried to stay outside all day long.
So you tried to stay outside, huh? That's what was going
on? All day.
Okay. Well, I said shout out to everybody joining us tonight. Like I said, we're definitely live right now on Facebook and YouTube. So definitely like, share, and subscribe. We got folks checking in early. What's going on? My guy Donovan in the building. He said, "What up, y'all? What's going on with you, Donovan? Appreciate you, brother, as always." Yeah, as I said, so definitely like, share, and subscribe. Let's say right now we are definitely live on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, we had to take a little week off, take a little break. Plus, my guy, I don't know if Vince's gonna make it tonight. I shot him the link. I'm not sure if he's gonna make it. I know he got a little newborn over there he dealing with, taking care of. So let's say shout out to my guy Vince.
Vince and Remy.
For sure. Let's say
arrival of his son.
Congrats to the couple as always. I said shout out to my guy Vince. I said I know you over there doing his daddy duty, but I said if you pop up, I said it'd be a good look, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it, but we'll see what happens. Shout out to Kenyatta in the building. She said, "Hey everyone, what's going on with Kenyatta?"
Hey, girl.
So we back again on this Wednesday. We're gonna hold it down. Tag team in the night. I don't know. I should get C Prince up on this thing. I don't know. I might have to get C Prince up on here. But like I said, let me do this real quick while I'm thinking about it. All right. So here's the link to the panel or to the link to the panel basis. Like I said, at the end of the day, throw this in your browser, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, if you actually use that, your Apple device, whatever you got, drop it in your browser. You do have the ability to cut your camera off if you're scared, but we always encourage you to keep your camera on for better show, better engagement. We also have this link up in all the chat feeds, so you can catch it on the Kandid Konvos page on Facebook and on YouTube. And as a backup, you can catch it on the Quay Price page on Facebook as well. But I'll leave this up on the screen for a little bit as we get into this show. So let me drop this topic. I don't think we got any sponsors tonight. Yeah, we ain't got no sponsors tonight. Well, I said definitely hit that like button. Help us with the algorithm. Hit that share button. I said to share the show out. Yeah, like I said, the more likes we get on the show, the better the show positions itself in, in folks' feeds. So definitely, like I said, just drop a like. It's free. So drop us that like, help us with the algorithm. All right. So topic for tonight. Let's say we're going to get right on into a topic for tonight. Can you handle the truth? Let me run that back. Topic for tonight. Can you handle the truth? All right. So you guys know I always get these videos. Somebody shot me a video. I think it's an interesting video, Les. I think it's a worthy conversation. So we're going to kick this off. As always, you guys let me know if you cannot hear the video when it plays. We're going to get on into this conversation.
All right, so I'm here with
Zaire Mitch.
I'm here with McQueen.
DeMaurier.
All right, so I got one question for y'all. Y'all ready? Yeah. Rate me 1 through 10.
Rate you 1 through 10 or rate your outfit through 1 through 10?
You want to do both? That's okay if you want to do both.
This is your video.
Okay, all right, rate me 1 through 10.
10. Yeah. I'm going to give you an 8.
8?
7.5.
Damn, okay.
7.5, yeah.
That goes crazy.
Why is it crazy?
Because I'm not no 7 or a half.
How do you know that?
Because I'm me.
Because all these sentences that told you a bunch of lies?
No.
What?
It's damn.
Crazy. So you 7.5?
No, I just know myself. So I'm not a 7.
What do you think you are?
I'm a 10.
You're a 10? That's a fucking lie. I'm gonna be 100.
Yeah.
Yo, I love his honesty. Like,
No, yeah, and that's what we as men have to start doing more, so women can actually see, like, hey, it's okay not to be a 10. Like he said, you was a more than 5. He said you was a 7, so live 7.5. So that means you look better than most people. So
better than 5.
exactly. So you gotta think about it, like, yo, like this is getting ridiculous. Like as women, like it's okay to be a 7.5. Like he's saying you above average. So
They
it's
don't
okay.
want to be above average. They want to be on top of average.
You're not
like,
perfect.
Like a 10 always.
It's like you're not perfect. It's okay not to be perfect. So it's okay, ladies. All right.
All right. So, topic for tonight: can you handle the truth? All right. Shout out to Lady Di for that video. Like I said, I think it's a good video. It actually brings up some good points, some serious points. That may provide some basis as to what's going on out here. So as you guys saw in the video, the young lady asked the fellas, to rate her on a scale of 1 to 10. And like I said, I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to preface by saying this. This applies to both sides, men and women. So I'm not going to make this a singular women topic. This applies to both sides. But as you guys saw in the video, the young lady asked the fellas to rate her 1 to 10. She had some 8s, some 7.5, some 7s. But obviously, based on her reaction, she was a little disappointed. And the young fella, first fella who went, he made sure to specify, was she asking regarding her outfit or her, the person?
Mm-hmm.
But then the young lady proceeded to come back and say that, she was a 10, she know herself. So the reason why I said I think this is a worthy conversation is because I wonder if a lot of us are overrating ourselves. Yep, I wonder, do we understand who actually does the rating? So if you're watching this right now, drop a comment. What do you guys think about the video? What did you see? Did you agree? Did you not agree? So yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And I said, I got my thoughts, but we're going to go to the ladies first, kick this off. So Chloe, what you see, what you feeling, what you thinking about this one?
I think there's a couple things we can actually take from that video. Number one, I think we should pay attention to the fact that she had all of the accessories, right? Like she had on the outfit that was barely there. She had the weave. I didn't get a chance to really look at her face, but I'm going to say she probably had some lashes on.
She did.
The whole costume, right? And even with all of that, it still didn't get her to a 10. Right. And what I think we need to understand is, just like the couple in the video said afterwards, it's okay. Like, I don't know where this idea of we have to be perfect comes from. I don't understand that. Like, none of us are perfect. We're not perfect people. If someone says you are above average as far as your attractiveness, then I think you're doing good, sis. Like, you above average. That means everybody that's average here, you here. So when did that become not enough is what I don't understand. Like, I don't get that. And when a man is rating you, he is rating you, especially if he doesn't know you. If he doesn't know anything about you and he's just rating what he sees, he's rating you completely and totally off of appeal and physical. And it is a little bit subjective. That's why you had the different guys with a slightly different rating. So it's a little subjective. You got to keep that in mind. But also, you're saying, I know me. That's what she said. And so I feel like I should be a 10. So maybe you're factoring in your personality and things like that. And that's cool. But you didn't ask you to rate you. You asked them to rate you. So you don't then get to disagree with the rating that they gave you because you don't like it. Of course, you're going to rate yourself as 10. Why would you think you're anything less than perfect? I mean, especially since most women these days are delusional anyway. So of course you're gonna think you're a 10. Like you probably think you wake up in the morning, roll out of bed at 10 before you even wash your face. So I mean, I think that's one thing we could take from that is like, ladies, we're not talking about the rating system is not talking about your personality unless a man says that. If he says, okay, I'm gonna factor in all of that, then that's one thing. But if we're just strictly going off of sex appeal, which is most often what guys are going off of, and just pure attractiveness, then y'all got to get out y'all feelings. Y'all got to get out y'all feelings. You know, why don't you play the video again, but because I think we have some. Hey,
yeah, I'm gonna run it back. I see Shantae ready to get busy. Let me run that back.
I want to peek at her myself. So let's look at it again.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna run it back. We're gonna do this real quick, then I'm gonna get y'all comments right after this video. So hold tight. I'm gonna get y'all comments.
All right, so I'm here with
Zaire Mitch.
I'm here with McQueen.
DeMaurier.
All right, so I got one question for y'all. Y'all ready? Rate me 1 through 10.
Rate you 1 through 10 or rate your outfit through 1 through 10?
You want to do both? That's okay if you want to do both.
This is your video.
Okay, all right, rate me 1 through 10.
1 through 10? Yeah. I'm going to give you a
8.
7.5.
Damn, okay.
7.5. Yeah.
That goes crazy.
Why is it crazy?
Because I'm not no 7 or a half.
How do you know that?
Because I'm me.
Because all these censuses that told you a bunch of lies?
No.
What?
It's Damn.
Crazy. Tell you 7.5?
No, I just know myself, so I'm not a 7.
What do you think you are?
I'm a 10.
You're a 10? That's a fucking lie. I'm going to be 100.
Yo.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. Oh, my man wasn't playing. With it. Yeah, he wasn't playing with it.
Get so frustrated about that when Kevin used to do that on his show. They hated that rating system. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan either because he took the 7 out, and I'm like, let's just be honest. Most women who are above average are probably a 7.
Right.
And that's why he took it out. It's like,
hold on, son.
Well, what's wrong with being a 7? I mean, what's wrong with being a 7? I mean, I just feel like a 7 has potential because if you start out just as you, well, first of all, she was already made up, so maybe that's not good. It was fine. It's fine. I don't know this young lady, but she was all made up, and they still only gave her a 7. And I say only because she had done like the external makeup and the lashes and the hair, and even with all of that, they gave her a 7 or 8. And I think the second point I want to make about that is, as you can see, ladies, that is not getting you there. It's not. Like, fellas, I've gotten to the point where they can look right through that. They know you got to take that weave off at some point. They know you got to take those lashes off at some point. They know you're going to wash that makeup off at some point. So if that's the case, then they already know that you're probably more like a this once you take all of that off. And that's okay, because even if they're looking at you like, okay, well, that's weave, so I don't know what kind of hair she got on, but I'm gonna give her an 8. I'm gonna give her a 7.5. Like, I think you're doing great. That means you're above average. I don't I don't know when that became a bad thing. All of us are not 10s.
Okay, let me get some of these comments. I said the comments was piling in. Let's see. Shout out to IT in the building. She said women cannot take feedback. Female thought a 10 was on her outfit only. Points deducted based on how she spoke. Last guy was honest. Okay. I'm seeing something in these comments, but I'm gonna touch that in a minute. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see, a lot of people have been led to believe that what's on the outside makes up for what's lacking on the inside. In truth, it's the other way around. No, that's facts. That's facts right there, Donovan. That's facts right there. Let's see. Kenyatta says she knew she was a 10. That's crazy. Yeah, that's yeah, I'm gonna come back to that, Kenyatta. I'm gonna come back to that. Let's see. Shantae said, fill me in real quick. Shantae also said, yes, black men. So
Explain.
it sounds like Shantae, like I said, Shantae, you got to correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like Shantae is happy that the fellas was honest. That's what it sounds like. But Shantae, let me know if I'm misreading what you're saying. See, she also said, okay, I like how they talk to her realistically. Okay.
I got a follow-up question. I'm gonna let you finish though.
Okay. Let's see. Donovan said, I hear a lot of overweight ladies say that they are cute when they put on a nice outfit and put on makeup. I always want to ask, how do you think you looked before you got how do you think you looked before you got dialed up? Yeah, that's a valid point, Donovan. Listen, I'm gonna circle back to that. Yeah, I think we got some issue around that. Let's see. Shantae also says she might be vain. That ain't godly. Okay.
Speak, sis.
Let's see. Shantae also said, you got on a thong bikini talking about rape me. Girl, bye. She cute though.
That's basically what they said, that she was cute.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Oh, y'all wow. So, all right. Go ahead.
Now I'm just gonna get my follow-up question, right? So my follow-up.
Big dog in the building. Big daddy in the building. What's going on, man?
Hello.
How you doing, man? You all right over there?
I had to get my 2-year-old together and the okay from Remy.
Okay.
So I'm good.
No, I hear that, man. How
you all right?
No, we doing good, man. How y'all holding up? How the baby's doing, man?
Everything is good. He was born Wednesday, 5 pounds, 13 ounces. We went to the doctor yesterday. He already done gained a pound. He's 6'6".
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Glad to hear it, man.
We're good.
All right, good.
We're good.
No, I told him
him. That's her baby.
That's good though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you'll get your turn later, Vince. You get your turn later, man.
Oh yeah.
All right. You need me to run that back, man? Or you just you see anything yet, or you just getting on?
I was listening.
Okay, all right, cool.
I was listening here.
All right, let me get these. Shantae checking in. She said, "Hey, Papa V."
Thank you. Oh, Daddy.
The right. It's all good,
all right.
man.
Thank you.
It's all good. Let's see. Donovan said, "Congratulations, Vince."
Thank you.
He also dropped a comment. Lady in the video suffers from a lack of self-esteem. No, I feel that. Donovan. All right, you want to say something, Chloe? Go ahead.
I was just gonna drop this question. I'm gonna ask the ladies, but men, you're welcome to give your POV as well. So, especially since Shantae, it was like, she appreciated how they were realistic, right? I agree. I appreciate how they were realistic. But what do you think is happening? Because they were realistic, they were honest with her, and they didn't give her a bad rating. She still didn't want to accept it, though. So, ladies, what do you guys think? Like, what do you think is happening? Why do you think that women are asking or saying that they want to hear from the men, they want to hear what the men think, and then as soon as the men tell them, and men are actually honest, then they don't want to take it in or receive it, or they want to correct and say, no, that's not correct because I know me. Are women really invested in changing? Are women really invested in knowing the truth? Or what really is going on? Why is it that women can't receive the answers? So, Nicole already said they don't take feedback. Okay, so that's the I guess the symptom. But like, how did we get here? How is it that women will ask men for their honest opinion, but then they don't want to receive the answers, or they don't want to receive the feedback? What's happening there with the communication? What is that about?
Okay, so we got a couple comments. Let's see. The truth hurts and they don't want to do the work. So that was one that came in. See, Donovan says she's been lied to since childhood by everyone in her family. Okay, so I think that is definitely a part of it. Let's see. Shantae said, let's see, how come she don't understand you can't be fairly rated if one doesn't know your personality, dreams, and aspirations? Okay, I feel that. Let's see, Kenyatta said, some women were told they were princess. Man, I talk about this all the time. Some women were told they were princesses and queens at a young age. So let me let me respond to the question that you asked around what is going on. So I think two things are going on, right? I think one is some of these women today, they don't really care what the men think. Yeah, I think that's the first piece of it. The second piece, I have to agree with, I think Donovan said it, Kenyatta said it. The gentleman in the video actually said it as well. The way he stated it is, so basically, what have these simps been lying to you? And I think that's a part of it as well. Let's see, because that was one of the points I was going to make. I think a lot of these young ladies have been lied to. Yeah, I think dudes have told them things just so they can get what they want from the lady. And I think what has happened is they've taken that, and it's like now they don't want to accept anything else. Because at the end of the day, deep down inside, regardless of how they look or how they carry themselves or what their character is about, their head is swole. So you can't tell her nothing. Yeah, but especially when she put on the Superman cape, when she go get her inch-long lashes, when she go get her wig, when she go get her, contoured nose and everything else, and her BBL and everything else, then you really can't tell her nothing in. But at the end of the day, it's not being honest. Yeah, because like Donovan said in his point earlier, when you take all that mess off, then what? Yeah, what happens then? Yeah, when the fella is chilling with you before you get a chance to put on your mask and your put on your costume, then what? Yeah, but then the other thing I said I'll say, and I said then I'll be quiet. I think the last piece, at least from my personal observation, is I'm starting to feel like ladies deliberately don't want to ask men or don't want to know what men actually want. Yeah, because it's starting to seem like they ain't willing to level up. They're not willing to put in the work. Now they'll go do the artificial stuff. They'll do the temporary stuff. They'll go pay for some stuff. But that's not what dudes are saying that they want. So they'll just deliberately try to disregard what the dudes are saying. Yep, and for me, that's exactly what the young lady did on the video. Yep, she didn't even really ask any of them fellas, why did they rate her the way they rated her?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's part of the issue right there. You're going to ask some dudes to rate you, but then you don't even ask them why they rate you the way they did when it comes in lower than what you assumed that they was going to come in at. I see, that's part of the problem right there, but let me be quiet for a minute. You want to say anything, Vince? Are you good, man?
Yeah, I have something to say. The whole grading thing actually came about because of the brother Kevin Samuels and how the ladies would get on the panel and say that they wanted an above average earning man. That was 9 out of 10. How much you make? Oh, I'm a nurse. I make about 90. How much you want do you want to work to pay significant bills? No. How much is going to cost to take care of you and your 3 kids? $200,000. So how many men make $200,000 in Detroit? Less than 5%. Right. Okay, so since you want a way above average earning man, men are visual. So he went down the list. How tall are you? How much you weigh? You got any kids? So when it spilled all out, she was really just an average woman. And his thing was, well, why do you want an above average earning man when you're only an average woman? And there's nothing wrong with average. So that was the contention between a lot of the ladies and Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels' whole thing was, I'm not mad at you for what you want, but do you got the goods to get what you want? And obviously they didn't, because their baby daddies was bums. Their baby daddies wasn't taking care of their kids. They was dating men that didn't have cars. So obviously you attract average or below average men. So that was the whole contention between, it wasn't just the look. It was the whole picture of what you're quote unquote bringing to the table.
Right.
And then his thing was, well, and then also your results is what you are. So if you're a young lady and you think you a 10, then you should be getting 10 results. You should be getting 10 guys. Guys are on the caliber of a 10 guy. The money, the look, the education, the all-around picture. Why you keep attracting F-boys? Why you keep attracting, average guys? Obviously, you're average. And I think men understand that because we've never been lied. Men don't get lied to. Nope. I've never had somebody say, "Ooh, Vince, you tall." I'm not tall. I'm 5'6". Come on. Men don't get lied to.
No, not like that, man.
I can't be 300 pounds and somebody, "Oh, you sexy." Nope. Oh, you can walk around, with your shirt off and look like more chestnut. No, I can't.
Stop the cap.
No, I can't. So men say, okay, I'm a 6, I'm going to go out there and find me a 6. Or I'm a 3, I'm going to go out there and find me a 3. But society have lied to women, especially black women, and told them, just because you've been through a lot and you done came through, now you deserve this certain things that a lot of them don't even want to work for. Because my thing, if you want this, then okay, I was okay, what do these type of men, in general, because yes, of course, everybody's different, but we do have things that are general. Most men who are higher earning, they really want a more traditional, quote unquote, nurturing type of woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they don't even understand what these type of men want. And then he asks, well, are you around these type of men that you are? Are you around these higher earning men? No. Do you know any of these higher earning men? Well, my daddy and my brother.
Right.
Somebody got mad with me because I said that my mother in her older years, she would have been lucky to have a nice little average guy. Nice little average guy that's done retired from Ford and he living on a little pension and, his little 1-bedroom apartment somewhere. She got her little 1-bedroom apartment. They can walk around apartment park together. That should have been nice. But my mom was thinking, oh, he got to have some money. I said, Mama, you 67 years old and not in the greatest of health. I mean, I'm just honest. My mother's gone now. I can tell the truth. I said, come on, man, your age is going to be looking for, somebody 55, 50.
Right.
Not somebody 67 with diabetes and COPD and can't walk around the block. She's been lucky to have a nice little average guy. But, that's average.
Yeah, man. It's just, man, it's done got so out of hand, man. Let me get some of these comments real quick. Let's see. Donovan said, female egos, attitudes are toxic. Nah, I can feel you on that, Donovan. I feel you on that. Shante said, this is why men try to holler because they think I'm cute. Let's see. I always tell them all glitter ain't gold. I'm a lot to handle. So me being cute is the last thing I'm worried about. Like she said, she a lot to handle. Hold up. I need some clarification. What does that mean, Shante? You a lot to handle. What? Wait a minute.
You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Come on, Shante. You need to explain yourself. You a lot to handle. Let's see. Kenyatta said, because many women don't want to hear no. That's facts. Let's see. Saying she was a 7.5, she heard no. That's facts right there, Kenyatta. That's facts. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see. I have said it time and time again. A woman will attract the correct mate when they are in their natural state. No doubt. No doubt. And you know what? Like I said, Donovan, that brings up a good question, man. That was another point that I was going to bring up just watching the video. So the fellas, you know, they was checking out the young lady. And she had on, you know, whatever her little thong, bikini, whatever she had on, a little net, whatever. But clearly she had on her lashes and her wig and makeup and all of that stuff. So clearly she wasn't about to hop in no water, right? So that was all for the facade. But I wonder, did she consider, because I hear dudes say this a lot, I wonder, did she consider the reason why they rated her lower is because she wasn't in her natural state? Yep, I hear fellas say all the time they tired of the lashes. They tired of the heavy makeup. They tired of the BBLs. They tired of the lipo this. They tired of the wigs. I hear fellas saying this stuff all the time. But yet, we see what we see. Yep, so I wonder, are folks considering that may be affecting their rating? Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to attract the opposite sex, then wouldn't you have some type of concern around what the opposite sex is seeing? So that's just my question on that. I'm trying to understand what's really going on. Let's see. Donovan also said, Vince, the F-boy is easy to get and easy to manipulate. Oh, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. All right, Shantae said, I'm aggressive. Oh, okay. So that's... I don't know, Vince. What you think about this? Shantae says she aggressive, man. That's why she a lot to handle. What you think about that?
Don't tell nobody that.
You say keep it quiet, man. She don't need to tell nobody, man. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's see. Shantae also said, I thrive off common sense. I have good memory, so I can catch a liar. No doubt. So you definitely gotta have, I said, some folks will classify that as discernment. So you definitely got to have discernment when you're dealing with people out here, especially in current day with what's going on. Let's see. Shantae also said, always meet protectors and providers, never a spiritual man. Always let me pay a bill. Let's see. Always let me pay a bill. Never let's go to church. Okay.
Why you gotta go to church?
I almost want her to clarify. This for us. Are you saying that you want them to, if you want them to take you to church, or are you saying you don't? Just clarification on that last piece,
Yeah,
Shantae. So
go ahead. The way I'm reading it is she's saying that she doesn't meet like spiritual men who, you know, would want to go to church with her. They cool paying the bills and all of that. They cool doing those man responsibilities, but then they don't want to get up and you know, get that word.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I got you. Okay. All right. She clarified. Yeah, let's go. Okay. I got you. All right. I just want to make sure I was understanding what she was saying. Let's see. She also said, Vince, it's obvious you can't tell through FB. Oh, you can't tell through FB. Okay. All right. So she was going back to the aggressive comment. All right. We was just checking.
So I have a question for the fellas.
Go ahead.
So we already asked the ladies what's up with, you know, saying you want to know from the fellas what they think, asking the fellas questions, but then not wanting to receive the responses. So then for there's men in the comments, there's men, you know, on the panel. I would like to know, like what, I mean, I guess Vince, you kind of touched on this already, but like for the women who are walking around feeling like it's nothing if it's not a 10. For the women walking around feeling like I'm a pretty girl because I spend time on myself. Like I wear the lashes. I get my nails done every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I have the weave all down my back. Like we did the show on the young woman who said, Why do men want, plain Janes instead of pretty girls? And her idea of a plain Jane was just a woman who doesn't do all of that extra stuff. She just, maybe she wears her own hair. Maybe she don't have nails that look like claws. I mean, like, she's just, your typical woman. Like, she doesn't necessarily go out and do all the extra stuff. So this is what they're classifying as plain Janes, women who are walking around and being themselves. But as men, and both of you guys have kind of made comments, but I would like for you to really speak to the ladies, 80 ladies who are watching now, and any ladies who are watching in the future, to help them understand why it's important that they be themselves, especially if they're in a position where they're single and they want to meet just not any old guy, but they want to meet their guy. They want to meet the guy that they're going to be with, right? Like, why is it so important that they present themselves in a certain way? And the way that they've been presenting themselves is actually not what you guys are really even looking for. The BBLs and all of this other stuff that people have sold them and told them. Like, I guess I want you guys to kind of speak to the ladies, since we're talking about this topic. Can you handle the truth and tell the truth about what you guys actually think about this stuff and what men are actually looking for when they're rating women, when they're picking women? So, you guys there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did we just freeze up?
Yeah, it kind of did a weird thing for a moment, but I think it's back.
Okay. All right. You can still hear us, Vince?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I'm just having with the internet. Okay. All right. So just give it just a quick little recap on the question so everybody know, because I didn't know if we missed anything when it froze up.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, basically, I would like for the men, even the men in the comments, to just kind of speak to the ladies, for the ladies who are watching now, who will watch in the future, who are maybe looking for a man, or even if you have a man already, but you're just trying to understand, what is it that men want? What do men like? We're talking about, can you handle the truth? I think so many people have been lying, like the man said in the video, simps. So some dudes out here wanting to make women feel good, tell them what they want to hear, right? So they've been telling these women a lot of BS. But I think it's time for women to know the real truth. How do you guys feel about a woman's weight? How do you feel about her hair? Do you prefer this? Do you prefer that? What is it that women, how should women be presenting themselves? Like, what really should we care about and spend time and energy on if we're trying to find somebody, or if we're trying to enhance the relationships that we already have? And it can be physical stuff. It don't even have to be physical, anything, physical, emotional, mental, whatever, because now's the time to tell the truth to women, because there's been so many lies.
I'm going to say something for the ladies my age. I'm going to say 35 and over, because I think certain ages is different. I'm going to say, because I was single a long time. I think with me, it's the attitude.
Facts.
It's the understanding of where we are in life and taking full accountability for it and moving forward. It's the understanding that the men that these women really want, just like, and that's why I always go back to Kevin. They don't care about your money. They don't care about your job. Yes, it's a plus, but they don't care about it because you're not using it on it. So stop letting your accomplishments and what you do lead. That's what men do. Let your femininity and what you have to offer to give of yourself lead.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I can make as much as he make. So what? You don't want a man that make the same as you or less than you. They just keep it 100. That's most of the problem that some of you ladies have. Y'all got so much you can't really attract a man that has more. Because I understand it's hard, because most of those men were smart enough to understand I need a wife. The men that you know that are accomplished and church going and good morals, they've understand if they over 40 something, I need a wife. Because most men understand they can't accomplish what they really want to accomplish in this life unless they have a legacy. Which for men, that starts with a wife. It don't start with no kids. for men who got their mind on straight, legacy starts with a wife. Because if I have a wife, I'm able to control my legacy and my kids' future, not with a baby mama.
Thanks.
So it's not necessarily in these BBL. It's like I would say about porn. Men love porn, but they're not gonna marry no porn. So all these BBLs and these big old booties, they're good to look at. Yeah, you go get a little bit more attention, but you're not getting the attention from the man that you really want because he don't care about that. You get the same attention from these same guys that you don't want to date anyway.
Right.
And I tell my little young friends, go to the gym. That's what most of the good men is in the gym, because most men who care about themselves and care about their money, care about their health because they want to live and spend it. I've met more attorneys, entrepreneurs, guys that work at the plant. They work out.
Thanks.
You're not gonna meet them at Teresa's. Not gonna meet them at Duo. Go to Target on a Saturday with your cute little dress on and some nice little kid pumps. That's where you're going in Target, in Home Depot, and Meijer. My wife said before, she got pregnant, she said she couldn't beat them off at Meijer's and Target. They'd be in there struggling, trying to find the lemon pepper. They don't know where it is. Oh, man, you go to lemon pepper right here. Oh, I'm making chicken. How you making your chicken? And all that. Oh, yeah, I'm married. Sorry, I'm just nice. Wow, you got a sister? It's attitude. Smile. And I go bust you over the head. People, well, I don't want to get. Ain't nobody busting you over the head in Bloomfield Hills and Novi and Canton and Myers.
Nope.
Yes. And ladies, stop saying men is creeps when they look at you in a gym. Like, I think it is a good. I think the gym is a good. If you're single, right? If you're single, I do believe that the gym is a place you can meet men. But ladies, stop acting like they're a creep every time they look your way. Like they're gonna look at you like. But if you're single, like I don't even understand. Like if you're single, like what's the big deal? I guess I don't get it. Like if you're single, he might be checking you out because he might want to come holler at you. If you make him feel like a creep, then he's not gonna come. No dude's gonna approach you, and they might actually be interested. So, like, ladies, this whole movement of ladies treating dudes like creeps because they look at them at the gym, like, stop that, y'all. Like, just stop, because you put the tightest tights you can put on and leggings you can put on when you go to the gym. So please stop treating a man like a creep because he looked your way, especially if you're trying to get a man. Like, I just don't get it. Make it make sense. And stop going out places. I know, I'm sorry, I asked the fellas, but I gotta say this. Please stop going out places with the bonnet on. Okay? I can respect a fashionable head wrap or like a fashionable, twisted your scarf up and you got it, ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing like a real good Erykah Badu back. Okay? But the bonnet, like you just got up out the bed and left it on, you never took it off. Stop doing that, ladies. Dudes don't like that. Even if they don't say nothing to you about that, they don't like that. Please stop doing it.
Okay, let me get this comment, then we're gonna get back into your question. Let's see. Donovan said, a woman is supposed to be the man's peace. Women are supposed to bring respect and nurturing to the table, then be ready to build with the man who picks them. No, that's facts. Yeah, that's facts right there, Donovan. So let me circle back in this question real quick. So Vince hit a chunk of these. He mentioned attitude. That's important. Yeah, men are paying attention to ladies' attitude. So if that attitude coming up out, that aggressiveness coming up out of you, fellas is paying attention to that. So it may not fare well. So you got to be careful with that. Vince also made another good point. Ladies, you don't have to lead with your accomplishments. Yeah, but at the end of the day, the accomplishments equate to money. Yeah, you ain't about to spend none of that money because I didn't posted these questions and all type of stuff. It is clear at this point that ladies don't like spending their money. They want to spend the man's money, but they don't like spending their money. So I'm not sure why anybody would think of a dude would be impressed because you got some money that you ain't about to spend on him or that he can't go spend. So you don't have to lead with your accomplishments. Let that go. Feminine.
Leading with a plate. That's what they need to lead with a plate.
I can't cook you
Can
no
you
food.
cook? Can you keep a clean house? I'm sorry, it sounds chauvinistic or whatever. It's just how it is.
I can't do that because them is wifely duties.
I can't tell a lie. If it is, I can't tell a lie.
Those wifely duties, bitch. You know they don't do wifely duties before they the wife no more.
Yeah, but you gotta cook for yourself. I mean, especially if you got kids. Women my age had kids, and they wasn't cooking. I'm like, what the kids eating? Chicken nuggets? Yeah, what the kids eating for lunch?
Hot Pockets.
Man, you know what it is. Some noodles. You know what it is, bro.
Hot Pockets.
Let me touch on that point that Vince mentioned. Go ahead.
There was one thing when I went over Remy's house, I felt like I was walking into my grandmother's house. I said, "Oh, this is my wife right here." Her house was so clean I could eat off the floor. Her beautiful, immaculate. She got 2 kids, cooking, smell like apple pie. I'm like, "Ooh, this is my wife right here." Y'all don't understand. Y'all keep wanting to do this other stuff and thinking these. Shoot.
I know. I understand. Remy knew what to do. I see.
Remy was on top of that. She was on top of that.
I know you know what to do.
Right.
She was on top of that. But yeah, Vince also mentioned feminine. And this is a big one. Yeah, we are seeing all of these issues today around feminine and young ladies being feminine. And I know a lot of young ladies say that, you know, they've been put in situations to where they have to take on these masculine traits and all of these things. But when it comes to a man, ladies, the right man is not going to respond to that masculine energy. He's not, because he's bringing the masculine energy, or he should be if he's the right man. So that ain't going to do nothing but clash and conflict. So, ladies, work on getting that up out of you, because that is an instant turnoff for a man who is established, who got his stuff together, who got his money together, who got his own things. That is an instant turnoff, because at the end of the day, that man is most likely, that man is not looking to be with another dude or another man. He's looking for something soft. He's looking for something feminine. And like Donovan said, he's looking for something nurturing. Yep. So if you got that, if that masculine stuff is at the forefront, it's going to be a wrap. So let me just drop that little mental note for y'all so y'all know. Vince also mentioned BBL, right? So we seeing this stuff running rapid as well, all these BBL surgeries and all of this stuff. I'm in a lot of these conversations. I hear a lot of what these fellas are saying, right? Consistently, what the men are saying that they're looking for from the women is fit women. That's what they say they're looking for, fit. What that translates down to is watching what you eat, getting in the gym, taking care of your body. That is what guys are saying that they want. They're not saying they want young ladies taking the shortcut, going get no surgeries, because it really ain't no shortcut. Yeah, they're not saying that they looking for ladies sucking fat out of here, moving it over here. They ain't say none of that. They said they're looking for fit women. They're talking about women going to the gym, watching what they eat, and taking care of their bodies. So take note of that. That is what fellas are saying that they're looking for in these women. And just the last thing that I will add is one of the key things that I hear men saying that they are looking for, that I think is very important, that I think a lot of young ladies overlook, is men are looking for respect. Yeah, we living in a time where stuff has just gotten so disrespectful. Yeah, folks don't know how to talk to each other, don't know how to address each other, don't know how to have conversations without yelling and fighting and arguing. You know, folks are overly aggressive with each other. Folks are super combative about everything. Everybody triggered, everybody in their feelings and all of this nonsense. At the end of the day, fellas hold respect in very high regard. Yep, they want respect, especially from women that they are serious about. Yes, I'm gonna give you that last key, ladies. They are looking for respectful women. Yeah, they don't want to be fighting with you. They don't want to be arguing with you. Like Donovan said earlier, they're looking for a peaceful environment to be in. And see, I think what a lot of young ladies don't understand today is if you come with those things, fellas will literally lay it out for you. Yeah, that's the part that's mind-boggling to me. All of this resistance and fighting that I see some of the ladies doing. If you come with those things, literally, a fella will lay it out. He working time and a half, double time, triple time to make sure everything is good at the crib because he know you coming correct. It's really that simple. Yeah, you know how to make that man a plate. He gonna make sure you got whatever you need. And it's like all this bucking we seeing out here, and it's just like, man, it's really that simple. A lot of these fellas really are just looking, I'm gonna call it what it is. A lot of these fellas just looking for women. Yeah, women minus all of this nonsense that we absorbing today. It's really all they're looking for. And they'll lay it out for you. Yep, I see a lot of ladies talk about dudes ain't this, dudes ain't that. Ladies, you make a couple changes, you're going to see a totally different thing from a dude. Yeah, you'll really see what a dude is made of. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to be quiet. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see, a feminine looking woman with masculine energy is equivalent to a drag queen. Man, just mess up the whole vibe. Just mess up the whole vibe. Man, ladies, I don't think y'all understand, man. Fellas love a nice feminine woman. Can't beat it. Yeah, can't beat it. Trying to help y'all. We trying to drop these keys. I said, Vince been dropping them. I'm over here trying to drop them. Donovan dropping them in the comments. We trying to drop these keys, ladies. Trying to help y'all get in this game. Because we see what's going on out here. I know Vince see it too. Chloe see it. All the folks in the comments, we all seeing the same stuff. Everybody out here single by themselves, talking about they single by choice, just capping, lying. And a lot of it is because people just don't want to do the work. They don't put that work in. Yeah, the ladies know what these fellas looking for. They just don't want to do it. Yeah, they more comfortable and doing other things. They just don't want to do it. They've been the same with some of these fellas. They know what these ladies looking for. They don't want to do it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think a lot of this stuff would improve and our odds would increase if we actually were in our natural positions and basically playing those positions correctly. Go ahead, Chloe.
So I have been gatekeeping this particular point because I don't think that women want to hear it. I feel like this is one of those points that if you say this, like women are really gonna be side-eyeing you, like, why? Like, but I think that it needs to be said. And I'll hope that you guys will let me finish making the statement before you jump on it. And I'm speaking to the ladies because I just don't think that ladies are gonna like it. But this is just my personal observation, and what I'm taking in consideration, everything that I've learned up until this point. in life experience, and also I'm taking in consideration experiences of people around me and what I'm seeing as well when I make this statement. Okay, so unpopular opinion, but ladies should not ladies should not aspire to be super successful secularly. Like ladies should not. I actually believe that it ends up becoming a hindrance when a woman has goals that are really lofty. When a woman wants a certain amount of success, when a woman aims to make a certain amount of money, it ends up being a hindrance for her. And a lot of times it ends up being a problem for her when it comes to settling down, finding a guy, or a guy finding her. So I actually don't think that it's I feel like when we do that as women, we're stepping outside the natural order and the natural balance. I actually think that women going out here trying to have these high power careers and super successful, that I don't think that's something that women should do. I don't think they should take the time or the energy or the focus on that. I just don't think they should. I believe that when you do that, that's when you start to take on those masculine traits. That's when you start to, get to the I can do bad all by myself, super independent mindset. That's what those striving for those types of things and striving to perform at that level, that's what it does. It also burns you out. Black women are burning out. They are saying we're overwhelmed. They're saying it's too much. And you need to understand it's because you weren't built. You weren't built for that. You're not supposed to be competing at that level. You're not. You weren't built for it. That's why men are built different. Emotionally, mentally, physically, men are built different. You should not be aspiring to that. That's why it's so hard for you to find a man talking about something. He didn't even make 200,000 because I make 150. I'm just saying. What do you have to do? What did you have to sacrifice to get there? And most often than not, you had to sacrifice your life, like meaningful life experiences you had to sacrifice so that you can have this idealistic lifestyle by yourself. I don't think it's good for any woman, and don't think we should be telling young women this. Now, what does that mean? That you shouldn't do anything? That's not what I'm saying. What does that mean? That you can't be successful at all? That's not what I'm saying. I am talking about the woman who aspires to have the super high profile, super high earning job. These women walking around talking about, well, I make this and I make that. And you can hear it all in their speech that they've already taken on a certain type of mindset and a certain type of attitude because of it. Because it's very hard for you to compete at that level and not take on masculine traits. You know why you have to take on those masculine traits? Because it's masculine. Those spaces are dominated by men. And they're dominated by men because, unpopular opinion, they're supposed to be. So in order for you to even compete at that level, you have to be masculine. And you're out of order. You're outside of your nature. And then you're like, I need a man that can match my energy. You should never be looking for a man to match your energy. You should never want a man to be more feminine, and you should never want to be more masculine. Men are not supposed to match our energy. They're supposed to balance us out and complement our feminine energy with their masculine energy. And that's largely a part of the problem. So unpopular opinion, no, you should not be aspiring to these high power, super high paying careers. If you can take care of yourself and live comfortably, you're good. You're good. Because no man expects you to come to the table making $250,000 and up. They don't expect that from. I'm not saying they won't take it. Okay, that's great for you. But once again, you have me here that are saying right now, but we know that's yours. We're not really gonna get none of that. You might buy us a gift here, there, surprise us with some cute stuff, but we're not gonna really get that. That's you. That's all you. So I just and I'll say it this way. And a lot of women, who make money like that, they'll make that money, but they still won't be in any better of a position because men just tend to be better with money anyway. Because women are big consumers. So we'll be making all that 250, but that's why we need him to come with his 250. Because we need him to take care of all the business because we're not gonna do it. So I mean, I just unpopular opinion. Any young woman watching this, don't aspire for that. Don't aspire for. Take a lesson from your Caucasian counterparts. Go to college. Leave with a man. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead, Vince.
I was going to say that last point. I agree with you to a certain extent. I think the problem is this, that they don't know how to prioritize their career, job, and their family. Because in my spectrum, the people I surround myself with, I know a lot of very career-driven women of other races, but they have husbands. Mm-hmm. And they met their husbands in college. Mm-hmm. And the problem is, mm-hmm. like I said, the money don't matter. It don't matter after you've already made it because mm-hmm. it's your money. Mm-hmm. The problem that we have is everybody else find their mates early.
Right.
And they build together. So it's not yours and mine. It's mm-hmm. always ours.
Right.
Because you wouldn't be where you were if it wasn't for us.
Right.
But the problem is, we've told our women, don't get married young.
Have fun.
Wait to have fun. Go on
get your
education.
Carousel.
Mm-hmm. Get your feelings hurt. Get your heart broke. Get a whole lot of drama. Then when you 33, 34, then be rushed into trying to find a husband. So I think the issue is that we don't build together to where it's ours, because all the doctor friends I know, there's ladies, they're married. Mm-hmm. And they married to doctors and dentists, but when they met? The freshman year at MSU.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sophomore year at Michigan.
Yeah.
Even the black ones. I know the head of DTE, she met her husband. We're really good friends. He worked for the city in high power, and she worked for DET high power. You know where they met? Mm-hmm. She's a Delta and he's an Alpha, and they met at a frat party their sophomore year in college.
Right.
So that everything they built is built together, and they have families that encourage them, that help them. And that's the problem, that we don't have family.
We don't. But also we don't, like you said, but that's my point. The advice that a lot of us was given was to prioritize other things mm-hmm. above, our future, basically. Because if you're talking about a relationship, you're talking about a future. That's what you're talking about. And we're hyper focused on one portion of our future, just one portion, mm-hmm. which is how our work. And I'm not saying that it's not important for you to be able to take care of yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But when you prioritize that one thing, you're going to need more in life than just money. You're going to want more in life than just money. So why are you only prioritizing that thing? And we're doing our young women a disservice by not giving them a full picture and by telling them this. And I feel like it goes back to this mentality that we have that, it's never going to be enough. or we're not going to be able to make it, or, you know, the scarcity mindset, right? Like, I got to make sure I do this, I do this, I do that. I'm going to live. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this scarcity mindset that we come from. And I feel like Black people are affected by that at a greater capacity because of our history. And just because neither one of us have been slaves, people, you know, in the comments have not ever been slaves. This is something that's generational for us. So if we think that it has not been passed down through our DNA and our blood, then we are disillusioned. It absolutely has. We still wear the scars, and the trauma is in our blood. So we live with a scarcity mindset. That's why we overspend. That's why we overbuy. It's a scarcity mindset. And so we teach that to our children. Oh, go to school, get the best. You do that. You gotta focus on this. You gotta take. You can't. Don't lose focus. Don't let nobody else take your attention because you got a scarcity mindset. Because what are you gonna do? I can't take care of you forever. Scarcity mindset, pushing our kids out the door the minute they turn 18. You gotta go. You gotta go. You're an adult now. Scarcity mindset, and that has hurt a lot of us. And yes, you absolutely can be successful together if you're willing to build. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing people prioritizing independence, not interdependence.
Yeah, let me get this comment. So Nicole said, so then are you saying Black people are rooted in individualism? And if so, why and how far does it go back? So Donovan didn't respond to her. He said post mid 1950s. But just to touch this, Nicole, we definitely have a level of individualism, but I will say we definitely have a higher level of selfishness. And what I mean by that is just look at what we see today. Yeah, so look at a lot of our young ladies right now that we see today. A lot of them are already pushing close to 30 years old, heading towards 35. Still not married, but they got multiple relationships with different dudes. They already done took on some traumas already, some broken hearts, all of this stuff already. But most likely they got at least one degree. They got a job, you know, paying whatever money is paying. So they got that stuff in place. They might have their own house already, got their own apartment or whatever, car and all of that. But still no solid relationship. Hitting that 30 mark, heading into that 35, 40 mark. Still no solid relationship.
And throw a kid in there too.
Right, might have a kid in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, just look at what we see. Like I said, it's I'm sure we all know the examples. Yep, and then that priority still stays, because I said it's a selfish mentality if you actually break it down. That priority still stays around all those material things, and the relationship importance still stays on the back burner. So now you see it in the 40s and the 50s. Yeah, this is when we start hearing all these terms about peeing in the dating pool. That's when all that stuff happens. Because we still prioritizing those jobs and those careers. And, you know, you got folks going back for masters at 40 years old, which, you know, I don't understand, but we hear it all the time.
Child.
Yeah, how many folks do you talk to in their 40s? You're like, what you got going on? I'm going back to school. It's like, going back to school for what? What you going back to school for? But see, this is what we do. We put all these let's say, because they're selfish priorities. Let me call it what it is. We put all of these priorities around these material things, and we don't put those priorities around our relationships. You know, so then once nothing is popping, then that's when it hits. And it's like, why I ain't got nothing going on relationship wise? I'm 45 years old. Like, what happened? Yeah, but that's what ends up happening. And we see it. Yeah, we see it. We got plenty of examples of what I'm talking about, but a lot of it is selfishly led, and it ends up backfiring on us in our later life. And then before you know it, time done blew past. Yep, and a lot of those good dudes that, you know, ladies was looking for, they already got families and wives and everything else. Like, they was getting to it earlier. Because at the end of the day, you know, to Vince's point, you got to get into these things earlier. Yeah, you don't want to bypass, because see, this is another point that I'll make. For some reason, we want to bypass the build stage. Yep, and what we don't understand is the build stage is where a lot of solid foundations or a lot of solid relationships are created. Yeah, it's the ugly stuff. It's the little bit of struggle. It's the pooling your money together to handle your biz. Like, that's where the solid foundations. I said, if you look at a lot of relationships today that have went the test of time, the 30, 40, 50, 60-year marriages, most of them was created in the build stage. They've been rocking since they was 20 years old. They met in junior high. They got together in college. They got married in their early 20s. I said, let's look at a lot of these relationships that's, you know, going all the way to somebody passing away, you know, 80s, 90 years old. Like, they went through the build phase. And that's what solidified the strong relationship. But see, we want, you know how we think nowadays. We want everything shortcut. We just want to cut to it. You know, we want to play around for 20, 30 years, get old, let ourselves go. Then all of a sudden we just expect, you know, somebody just going to drop out the sky.
And then after that, they want Prince Charming. When they should have got Prince Charming when they was the princess.
Exactly.
Then they want Prince Charming when they 47 with 2 kids.
Exactly. And see, we just, like I said, we do things backwards. And that stuff always comes back to bite us. Yeah, so like I said, that's why we get on here and we try to talk about these things. Like I said, because at the end of the day, we all still have an opportunity to turn our situations around. But we got to get real with our situations. Yep, going back to the title. Yep. Are we ready to handle the truth? Let me get some of these comments real quick. Let's see. CC, shout out to CC for joining us tonight. She said the whole trajectory has been changed when it comes to women. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no, it definitely has been changed. I agree with that for sure. Let's see. She also said, like most women celebrities. Correct. Yep. So they got all that money, all that success, movie stars and all of that, musicians and all of that. And if you look at it, a lot of them are by themselves.
And divorcing like crazy. Them, like, are waiting now, so they're in, like, a lot of these women that I'm seeing recently, like some of these divorces, these women are in their 40s, late 30s, early 40s, mid to late 40s, now deciding they want to leave their husbands. Some of them have been together for many years and they still want, they want to leave. And it just makes you wonder what that's about, right? There's something to be said about the woman who had some skin in the game. Let me just be honest. I mean, this may be another unpopular opinion, but the show is about being able to handle the truth. And the truth is, a lot of those relationships that, that we're talking about now, that we say, oh, they lasted 50, 60 years or 40 years, whatever. The women had skin in the game. They weren't so independent that they didn't need their man. There was some interdependence that they needed their man. There were things about being in that relationship that benefited them to the point where they didn't want to just leave just because something happened. And when I say something, I don't mean they was getting a butt beat. I'm not telling nobody stay in a relationship where you get your butt beat. So don't even go there with me in the comments. Don't come for me. I'm just saying, when it got rocky, when it got tough, when it got really hard, they had skin in the game. So they weren't running for the hills. They stayed. And they said, look, this is worth me trying to work this out. But now women have become so super independent that, I'll just leave. I'll just leave. I'll just leave. I don't have to take this. I don't have to deal with this. I'm not happy anymore. I'm just gonna leave. And then on top of that, and on top of the women being independent, they also have a society that, women can take advantage of the legal rights that are available to them when they divorce, right? And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be some rights for women in a divorce scenario. But I'm certainly not the one to fight that battle. But I am saying some women take advantage of that. Some women, what was meant to give women a safe landing, especially if they were women who stayed inside the home and worked inside the home, it has turned into now women who, they kind of capitalize on the whole, I'm going to leave my marriage, and they leave
right
with more, way more than they came in with, sometimes even at the disadvantage of the men. And so we really have to just look at where we are in society, right? And really accept the truth about what's really going on. Those women that stayed in those marriages that are real relationship goals understood that, yeah, it ain't gonna be ideal all the time, but there's stuff here for me to stay. I have some skin in the game. I'm in this, right? If I don't know. I mean, if you feel like you don't need your man, you go into it thinking there's a get out of jail free clause and I don't really need him anyway, I can do bad all by myself, then that's how you're going to conduct yourself and carry yourself throughout the entire, marriage arrangement. And you will be one of those people that will stay with somebody for 10 years. And then the minute it's not serving you anymore, you'll go.
Let me get this comment real quick. Shout out to Lina Baker in the building. Lina Baker Jordan in the building. She said, let's see, it's a tolerance that was allowed back in the day. Let's see, it was the secret and unspoken things that kept those marriages together. Now independence financially. Let's see, now independence financially and now media that shows you truth, lies, and everything that has impacted how we operate. Yeah, so I agree with that. So, like I said, the media definitely shows us some things. It's a mixture of, to your point, truth, lies. Yeah, it's a little mixture of everything in there.
It's mostly lies.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of definitely a lot of inaccuracies in there, a lot of marketing going on. The independence financially. Yeah. I feel what you're saying there. I might have to come back to this comment. Let's see. Lana, she also said, I had this conversation the other day. Faith and redemption held the household together. So there definitely was a level of faith in that thing, Lina. There was definitely a level of faith. And like I said, at the end of the day, there was a structure. Yeah, but that's partially what we're dealing with today. Like I said, a lot of us are lacking structure today. We don't know our natural position. So like I said, everything is just out of order. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing as well. Let's see. Donovan said, let's see, Chloe, there are women who get married just to get the divorce to level up and excel in life.
Facts.
And that's factual as well, Donovan. Yeah, that's factual as well. Because I said there is a level of incentive to divorce, especially in this country. Yeah, I was looking at some fellas talking on the panel the other day, and they talked about the fact that what if we remove divorce as a whole? What if it wasn't even allowed? How would things look then?
You have to wonder, would those women be running to divorce their husbands? So, I have to agree with, can you pronounce her? Is it Lina or Lina? Lina. I like your name, by the way. I have to agree with her, but then at the same time, with this, I feel like this financial independence has been both a blessing and a curse for our community. Because as much as it's great that now you have some women who can get themselves out of some terrible situations and, be able to, go move forward, like really get themselves out of some situations. But then at the same time, like there's some women who are taking advantage. And let's just be honest, it's it's good business for the government now for women to be leaving their marriages, for women to be single. It's huge business because instead of them now having one family where everything is shared and it's one, everything is coming out dual, right? Taxes, funding, everything's a dual purpose, right? Well, now you have a household that was two people, and now it's a separate household. In a single scenario and in a scenario where there was a marriage and now they're no longer married. It's good business now. Plus, let's just be honest. Single women, they spend a lot of money. Single women spend a lot of money. They always buy something. Always. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, what incentive do we have to, why would media be pushing us to stay together? Why would they be encouraging us to hold our families together? Why would the messaging be keep your family together, try to work it out? Let's make counseling cheaper. So y'all can go get this counseling and y'all can stay together. Because we're not going to push anything that might save a structure. Marriage is under attack. Marriages are definitely under attack. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but we had a little lull in time. And now the season of divorce is back on us again. Like, it's almost like we had a little lull during the winter time. I guess it was cuffing season. Everybody was just kind of bundled up. But now the sun is out.
Bruh.
And already the divorces is popping up left and right. And I'm just like, let's pray. Let's pray for marriage, y'all. Before y'all say y'all prayers tonight, let's pray for marriages to happen and then to last. Because marriages are under attack.
No, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Well, man, we just hit that 10 o'clock. We're going to do some closing. We're going to get up out of here tonight. We ain't running too late. I'm going to go to Chloe first, Vince second, then we're going to get up out of here. Chloe, you want to say anything in closing before we get up out of here?
Yeah, real quick, man. We've been dropping some truths tonight. So this is my last one. This is my last one. This is my last truth, y'all, because y'all might be sick of me. But this is my last truth. Listen, this getting yourself together stuff is hard. Okay? This getting yourself together stuff is hard. I just want y'all to know, okay? This is my season of getting my ish together, okay? And it is hard, okay? I'm tight, okay? I want to eat, and I'm tired of going to the gym, okay? So,
Make this shit up.
Don't think that, it ain't tempting to let somebody suck something out of something. Y'all think y'all the only ones that wouldn't mind something being sucked out of something?
Oh my God.
Okay, let's just be real about this thing. Okay? But at the end of the day, I need to learn how to be healthy. I need to learn how to take care of myself. I need to learn how to cherish the body that God gave me and treat it well. And slicing it open or allowing somebody to suck something out of it is not doing that. No, I put myself in a position where I don't, if I don't feel healthy, if I don't feel like I'm in a healthy place or I'm not eating healthy or I know what I do, then I need to change that. Ladies, men are asking us to put in the effort. They know it's work. They know because they have to do the work. We expect them to do the work. We're not going to entertain them if they don't do the work. So they expect us to do the same. They want us to do the work. They want us to work on ourselves. They want us to be able to go out without no makeup on and feel confident, just as confident if we had a full face. They don't mind. Listen, they don't mind you put on a wig sometime to switch up your hairstyle, but they don't want you to have to rely on a wig every day all day. They want you to have some hair on your head, and they want to see it occasionally. They don't want you wearing lashes that look like you're about to fly away.
Oh.
What happened to a good tube of mascara? I can recommend a few if you like. Like, just for real, like things that makeup was supposed to enhance what is already there, not completely change who you are. Like, I mean, ladies, like, do the work. Grow your hair out your head. I have some great supplements I'm taking right now. I can recommend some things. Like, grow your hair, your own hair. Take care of your nails. It's okay to switch it up. You know, every once in a while you want to go get a couple of tips, but switch it up. Show him something new or something different. But don't take them off and your nails underneath busted and disgusted because you just don't take care of your own stuff. It's like, ladies, come on. Take care of yourself for yourself. If we're talking about self-care and self-love, that's not self-love to mutilate your body. It's not self-love to be covering God's creation. Everything covered from head to toe. And then you say, oh, I love myself, so I'm having a self-care day. I just make it make sense. We keep getting marketed all this stuff. We keep getting told how we should wear our hair, our nail length. I even saw that now is something called the Bella era, where now we're telling girls to take off the makeup. Now we telling girls not to wear long weaves. Now we telling girls, but it's a trend. So you tell girls take that stuff off and you tell them to put on this. So basically they're swapping out the long weave for a shorter one. They're swapping out the long claws for a fringe. It's still fake. They're swapping out the super long lashes for just shorter ones. And it's like, so basically y'all took off one costume and you put on a completely different one. And this is supposed to do what? What does it do? So I'm going to sign off. I would just say, ladies, it is hard. Doing it this way is hard. Growing hair out your head yourself is hard. Okay? Getting your skin together so you ain't got to cover it all the time with makeup is hard. Okay? Yeah. Losing them last 15 pounds or whatever you've been struggling with, you always struggling with these last 15 pounds, it's hard. But enjoy the process because you're going to appreciate it that much more. And then it's your body. So if you really want to love yourself and practice self-love, take care of yourself. Yourself. The one without all of that extra stuff. Because guess what? Dudes ain't with it. They never really was, but now they just saying something about it.
Pretty much.
I'm done, y'all.
Let me go to my guy Vince. You want to say anything before we get out of here, man?
To answer the question, can we handle the truth? No. Because there's too many people lying to us. The society is lying to us. Social media is lying to us. And now even the church is so scared they got to lie to us.
That one.
I'm so disgusted with the church. They so quiet on everything. Can't tell you about sin no more.
Woo, preach.
So we've been lied to, and marriage is hard. Relationships are hard. Everything is work. You can't have it all. You can't have it all. So just understand that, and we just have to understand that we're better together. I know we've been told that we're not, but that's why they don't want us together. Because if you look at it as Donovan said in 1950s, how many black businesses were there? Black grocers, black gas stations, black home ownership. Now we got a whole lot of entrepreneurs that ain't entrepreneuring nothing.
Right.
If they closed down the markets today, we wouldn't know what to do.
Nope.
As black folks. So it's a systematic reason why they don't want our families together. That's where real generational wealth is built. Through family. Husband, wife. Granddaddy, grandmama. Not baby mama, baby daddy. It's built through what's left. Life insurance. Assets. it's the saddest thing to see somebody die and everything is up in chaos, total chaos.
Ooh. Or can't afford their funeral.
So we got to get away from this my truth and let's talk about the truth. Can we, as Black people, just get on a couple things that are collectively the truth? Like we need family is the truth. We need fathers, that's the truth. We need marriage, that's the truth.
Yes.
It's not about we need good marriages. I know, no. We need marriage. We need fathers in the home. We need good fathers. We need fathers who gonna know. But can we start with fathers though? Can we just start there? So we need to go back to what's worked for us. You know, all this average built the middle class. The average little job at Ford built more than all these nurses and 3-4 degrees. Granddad and grandmama had a house, cars, a little vacation every now and again. You know, left the kids something. All the kids went to school. Some of them went to college. They got married, had their own kids. We had family. When was the last time y'all been to a family reunion?
It's been a few years.
Ain't nobody married. How you gonna go to a family reunion? No family. Where family at? And I'm gonna leave you with that one. Let me know when y'all been to a family reunion.
2 years.
Man, you know it's gonna be some years out, man. You know it's gonna be some years out, man. But man, let me just say this, and then we're gonna get on up out of here, man. Just tying back to the topic of can you handle the truth, and a young lady, you know, who was asking to get rated by the young fellas. At the end of the day, man, the reason why I said we going soft right now because it's like we ain't willing or ready to do the work. Yeah, a lot of these issues that we're dealing with is because we are not ready to do the work. Yeah, we want to take these shortcuts. We want to work around something. We want to do all this, but we ain't ready to just put the work in. Yeah, that's why a lot of our relationships are not doing what they're supposed to do. A lot of our families are not where they're supposed to be. And everybody is off in these different directions. So, man, let's take a step back. Yeah, this modern way of doing stuff that we've been trying to do, these shortcuts, it ain't working. Yeah, we got more older single folks out here than ever. That tell you it ain't working. We got young folks out here single. That tell you it ain't working. So, man, we got to make some changes, man. We got some work to do. And it's as simple as that. And you can't run from it. Because at the end of the day, it's always going to catch up to you. You can't run from it. And the last thing I'm going to say, and then we're going to get up out of here. Ladies, start asking these men what they want and start respecting what these men want.
Give it to them.
I'll put it just like that. Just like that. The ladies who tell me they can't find the fellas out here, you got to respect these fellas and you got to give them what they want. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Yeah, because at the end of the day, fellas cannot get to where they need to get or where they want to get to without a woman. Yeah, let's call it what it is. You ain't gonna hear no fellas out here talking about they don't need no woman. You ain't gonna hear that. Because fellas know, and we've known since the beginning of time, that in order for us to get where we trying to get, ultimately, we have to have a woman. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But man, shout out to everybody down in the comments who rock with us tonight. Shout out to Lionel Baker checking in tonight with us. Shout out to CC in the building. Shout out to my guy Donovan in the building. Shout out to Sis Kenyatta representing as always. Shout out to IT Nicole in the building. Shout out to Shantae Williams in the building. Man, we got a long little list of folks rocking with us. But man, we appreciate you guys always rocking with the platform every Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on Kandid Konvos. I said we are definitely live on YouTube and Facebook, so definitely like, share, and subscribe. And man, like I said, share out the show, man. Bring a friend next time you join us. Let's say we're trying to increase our engagement or our exposure to people. Let's say we want to get these great content and these great conversations to as many of our people as possible. Because at the end of the day, our goal on this show is to change our trajectory as a whole. See, Cece said, "Where's C Prince?" You know, C Prince.
He pop up on us sometime.
Yeah, he pop up on us sometime. I said he got a lot of stuff going on Wednesday, so he can't always get to us. But I'm gonna let him know you asked, and he might pop up next week just to show a little love. See, Prince ain't too far away. But man, like I said, shout out to y'all, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. This is Kandid Konvos. Definitely check us out next Wednesday for another hot topic. And with that being said, everybody have an awesome night, and we will catch you guys next Wednesday.